Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot. Thank you so very, very much for being here. First of all, happy Valentine's Day. You know, whether you are in a relationship or not, Valentine's Day, maybe the best way to celebrate it is to remember to love yourself. So give yourself a Valentine's Day present or a Valentine's Day flowers or treat. But remember, if we don't love ourselves first, we really can't love anyone else. So it's super important that we always remember to nurture ourselves, to be kind to ourselves, and to love ourselves. If you get a invoice from Soulprint requesting payment, it's not me. Okay, it's a scam. So report, block, delete, whatever you need to do, but do not respond. I don't send out invoices like ever. So there's that. um, and thank you for being here. Today I want to do a bit of a mini on Matt Gaetz. So, we all know that Matt Gaetz was under investigation in Florida for, partying with underage girls, perhaps taking them across state lines, allegedly. So that kind of went nowhere. His wingman ended up in jail for 11 years or something. And Matt's is just, tooling along, continuing to be a mega nut. Um, but the House committee, the Insight Committee or the whatever committee is looking at him, and they have been looking at him for a little while. This was the same committee that, dealt that sort of final blow to George Santos. Okay. So the thing is recently it has come out that they have lined up some witnesses. And apparently one of the witnesses is his wingman. But more importantly, one of the witnesses is the female who he allegedly um, paid, crossed state lines, had sex with, whatever that is. And so I want to take a look at that because you know what? He has already, frankly, pissed off a lot of people in the Republican Party with that whole ousting Kevin McCarthy thing, because now Republicans have this Mike Johnson guy, and he's even more of a disaster than McCarthy was. And so Matt Gaetz is part of that cabal, that group that want Trump no matter what, because they're not really interested in politicking or working for their constituents. They really are interested in just blowing up the government and doing whatever they need to do to keep Trump in power. So I want to take a look at Matt. He had the audacity, I think it was last week sometime, he had the audacity to say, we shouldn't have gotten rid of, or it wasn't even we shouldn't have. It was like, Kevin McCarthy would be better suited for this sort of position at this time. I don't remember exactly what he said, but that was the gist of it. Well, you dumbass, you're the one that ejected him from, being Speaker of the House. And now you're saying, oh, whoever did that wasn't very good. These guys make me nuts. All righty, Matt Gaetz, let's see what is coming for you. Because in the past, it was like he was wearing, Teflon, or from what I understand, perhaps just daddy's money. But it's like he seemed to be able to get away with a lot of stuff that the people around him weren't able to get away with it. I mean, he was known for showing, nude pictures of young girls to the other people on the Senate or on the House floor. He wasn't shy or quiet about what he was doing. And apparently, I'm not even sure what the heck, but apparently he refused to watch the Super Bowl because he didn't like something. There was something about it he just didn't like. And so he just decided to boycott it. Like, you got to wonder what he thinks that looks like. Just think. All right, let's go here. Matt Gaetz trajectory, Matt Gaetz trajectory, Matt Gaetz trajectory. Woo, sorry. All righty. Let's start with the Four of Swords. So it's interesting because he has the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles is his first four cards. All right. So what is this telling us? Well, it's telling us that with the Four of Swords, things are not going to go very well for him. In some ways, it was almost as if once the sort of the law stopped looking at him in Florida, he was bouncing around and dancing and thinking that everything was peachy keen. He got away with it. And, from what I can understand, he's quite the entitled person. And I suspect just really felt he should get away with it. And there should be no, repercussions for him. So he was bouncing around thinking that was all great. And then that house thing started. And now he's got worry and he's got anxiety and he's getting stressed. And when he is caught like on camera, what he says is not, it just doesn't make sense. You can tell that he's coming from a place of being stressed. He is also like the boycotting the Super Bowl deal, is doing things to try to draw attention to him, but distract from, the topic that everybody's talking about, which is this investigation into his unethical or ethical behavior. So he is starting to recognize that he could actually have some trouble with this situation. Five of Pentacles. Not only is he really scared that he is going to get shoved out the door, but energetically, that shove seems to be supported. For a while there, it was absolutely not supported. It really looked like he was going to get away, but not so much now. The report, what they have to say is, and listen, this is a big deal, right? Because the house cannot afford to lose anybody because they have such a small, minuscule majority. The report is not going to go well for him. There's going to be things that come out that I think that he thought or hoped were hidden, were secret. Things that he wanted kept secret. Stuff that he would just assume was swept under the carpet. So you have the Ace of Wands bringing in that communication, and you have the High Priestess exposing the secrets. Two of Pentacles, that's going to put him in a position where he is really going to be trying to juggle, figure out his best way forward, figure out how to control or manage everything that's going on around him, frankly, that is not in his favor. So that's going on. Knight of Swords. He is going to initially respond very, very aggressively. Yeah, almost like he's going to take a page out of the Trump, playbook, right? Just create a lot of smoke, create a lot of muss, get all this kind of nutty stuff going on all around so that it's really hard for the average person to figure out what they're supposed to be paying attention to and following. So don't be surprised if when that report comes out, there is some significant aggression coming from him. They're not telling me how soon that report is going to come out, but I have to say it feels like certainly towards the end of summer at the very latest. I think it'll be before then. It definitely should be out by then. That's going to put him in a position, Nine of Swords. He is literally going to be trapped in his own mess. He's going to be trapped in his own behavior. And people are going to be looking at it, Three of Wands, and they're not going to be able to excuse it or cut him any slack. You have to remember the things that Donald Trump can get away with, Jean Carroll, although $83 million is not exactly getting away with behavior. Other Republicans can't do. I mean, this is something that we've learned, right? There is not a substitute for Trump. Nobody can step into his shoes. Nobody can mimic his behavior. So this looks like Gates is going to be looking for sort of somewhere to jump, somewhere to leap to. And the thing is this, if he gets sort of a better offer, okay, the fact that he might leave the house short, he could care less, because you know why? It's all about him, and it's all about protecting himself from the Queen of Swords, because she has stories to tell. And kind of got to say, those stories are not going to be in his favor. Followed by the Three of Swords. Okay. So what we're talking about here is, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't, not yet, a little bit down the road, sort of rumors of his marriage not being very strong, of, relationship troubles, that kind of thing. His cavalier behavior towards young girls, allegedly, is really going to come back and bite him in the balls. Okay? I was going to say ass, but really, it's the balls. So there you have it, right? And what is that going to do? That's going to put him in a position to walk away. Now, Nine of Pentacles. He has the financial wherewithal, or his family has the financial wherewithal, that it's not like this is going to crush him. But death comes to him anyways. So whatever it is he is now, whatever it is he's doing now, whatever it is that defines him now, will be stripped. And he's going to sort of have to reinvent himself so that he can kind of reemerge among people again. Judgment is going to be harsh. And the only thing he's going to have to rely on is his family money, his family name, calling in favors, that kind of thing. So right now, it looks like, even though right now Matt Gaetz is still kind of cruising along, he's not going to be able to do so for very much longer. When that report comes out, sorry about the barking dog. When that report comes out, it is going to be very, very difficult for him to push it aside, brush it aside. And frankly, I think a lot of Republicans are not going to be anxious to do that, because a whole lot of them are really angry with him. So it's not like he's going to have support from his own party. Do not forget to send me your questions in the comment section for Pendulum Friday. Thank you so very, very much for being here. Take care and be well. Bye-bye for now.